Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a story of a very brave and courageous girl, Malala Yousafzai. Why I Don't Wear Earrings is an extract from her autobiography, I Am Malala, which she has co authored with Christina Lamb. So, before I start with my story about Malala, let us know something more about Malala. Malala Yousafzai was 10 years old when Taliban took control of her region. They said music was crime, women weren't allowed to go to the market, and girls couldn't go to school. On the afternoon of 9th October 2012, Malala was injured after a Taliban gunman attempted to assassinate her. Malala remained unconscious in critical condition at the Rawalpindi Institute of Cardiology. But later her condition improved enough for her to be sent to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham. The assassination attempt sparked a national and international outpouring of support for Malala. Deutsche wrote in January 2013 that Malala may have become the most famous teenager in the world. Weeks after her assassination attempt, a group of 50 leading Muslim clerics in Pakistan issued a fatwa against those who tried to kill her. Since recovering, Yousafzai became a prominent education activist. Based out of Birmingham, Yousafzai founded the Malala Fund, a non-profit organization, and in the year 2013 co-authored I Am Malala, an international bestseller. In the year 2015, Malala was a subject of the Oscar shortlisted documentary He Named Me Malala. The 2013, 2014, and 2015 issues of Time magazine featured Malala as one of the most influential people globally. In the year 2012, she was the recipient of Pakistan's first National Youth Peace Prize and the 2013 Sakharov Prize. In the year 2014, Malala was announced as the co-recipient of the 2014 Nobel Peace Prize along with Kailash Satyarthi for her struggle against the suppression of children and young people and for the right of all children to education. Aged 17 at the time, Malala became the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate. Since March 2013, she has been a pupil at the all-girls Edgbaston High School in Birmingham. So this story starts when Malala was 7 years old. She was a very bright pupil and she was a genius in her class, not only academically, but she took part in the co-curricular activities and she excelled in them also. At that time, a new girl took admission in her class whose name was Malka-e-Noor, which means Queen of Light, and she aspired to become Pakistan's first female army chief. Malala was not worried about her because in her class her only close competitor was her best friend Moniba. But she was in for a shock when at the end of the year the exam results were announced and Malka-e-Noor came first. She was heartbroken. She cried and cried. At the same time, they moved to a new neighborhood, to a new house. In the new neighborhood, there was a girl named Safina who was younger to Malala, and soon she became friends with Malala. Now, Safina was a very pampered girl who had lots of toys and a box full of jewelry. But Malala only had one plastic pink toy mobile phone. Now, one day, what happened that Malala's phone was missing, and soon she saw that Safina had the same pink plastic mobile phone. When she inquired to Safina, from where did she get that phone? Safina replied that she had bought it from the bazaar. But Malala was not convinced by her answer and she thought that Safina had stolen her mobile phone. And in return, what she did, she started stealing small toy jewelry of Safina whenever she went to her house to play. At first, she was thrilled, but soon it became a compulsion. One day, when she returned back from her school, she saw that her mother was quite furious and she was ignoring Malala. Now, Malala was confused why her mother was acting so strange. When she went to her room and she opened her cupboard, she found that all the things that she had stolen from Safina's home had disappeared. And now she knew that her mother had come to know about everything. So she went to her mother with her head bowed down, and her mother told her that whatever she had done was very wrong. Malala tried to defend herself by saying that I have not taken anything, I didn't steal anything, it was Safina who had started. She had taken the pink plastic phone that Abba had given to me. Her mother told that whatever she had done was wrong because she was elder to Safina and she should have set an example. Malala knew that it was her fault because this was not the first time that she had done something like this. When she was very young and she had gone to the bazaar with her mother, there she had seen a cart full of almonds and she was very tempted by the almonds and she had grabbed a handful of them. When her father came to know what Malala had done, her father went to the bazaar and brought the whole lot of almonds and put the almonds in a glass bowl on the table and told Malala that she could have the almonds whenever she wanted, as almonds were very good for brain. But Malala knew that her father could not afford such expensive almonds, but he had brought those almonds just to remind her of what wrong she had done. Now, after that, Malala's mother took Malala to Safina's house and asked her to say sorry to Safina and her parents. It was very hard for Malala to say sorry, but then she did it, and from that day onwards, she promised herself that she would never tell lies and she will never steal anything. And she also pledged that she will not wear any jewelry. Why to get tempted with pieces of jewelry that are cheap and have no value? Why should I lose my character for a few metal trinkets, she thought. And from that day onwards, she stopped wearing jewelry. I hope you have liked the story, children. Thank you. Take care.